Well, the Switch 2 in Mario Kart World has been out for a few days now, and I think my opinions on it are pretty set in stone. I've honestly been so excited for this console's launch, and I'm just so ecstatic the day is finally here. Before I say anything else, I'm not a reviewer by any means, and I'm likely a little biased towards the console. Considering my old console had a bunch of problems over its life, and I just love the Nintendo games I play in general, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there, so let's go ahead and get talking. It's hard to decide what to talk about first, but I think the console itself is the most important. Right out of the box, you see how big this thing is. I heard it was going to be bigger, but not like this. Starting with the larger Joy-Cons, paired with a console is starting to reach the territory of too big, but it's still comfortable enough to hold. They also have bigger SL and SR buttons, which is nice. They feel better to hold that way. And I assume that stick spin thing in the first look trailer was a hint at bigger sticks. And despite that being the main thing, they feel really nice and smooth to use. The L and R buttons also wrap around a lot more, which I don't have much of an opinion on. The right Joy-Con has the game chat button, which I haven't been able to try yet. The coolest thing, unironically in my opinion, is the new magnetic attachment mechanism. It's so satisfying, and it makes such a nice slap sound. Overall, the Joy-Cons feel less cheap, more quality, and much nicer to play with. Now for the tablet, where we start getting to the good stuff. I'm not going to talk much about the specs because, to be honest, that's not what I'm interested in. That's not what I'm good at explaining. I'm not good at interpreting what it means. Don't worry, you can do your own research and come to your own conclusions about if it's good or not. But we have two USB-C ports for charging, which is cool, and as a handheld princess like myself, much appreciated. It has a mic for game chat, and I'm still going to use Discord, but the option's there, which is cool. The new screen is awesome. Switch 2 boasts a 7.9-inch screen as opposed to Switch 1's 6.2 and the OLED model's 7-inch. Switch 2's screen goes back to an LCD display, but it supports HDR, or high dynamic range, which makes colors pop a heck of a lot more than Switch 1. I can't speak about how it compares to Switch OLED since I never owned one, but it looks so good it's hard for me to complain. 120 FPS is also supported, but quite frankly, for someone like me, anything over 60 isn't really necessary. The tablet also hosts a crap ton of tech I can't explain inside, making sure games run and run well. Or at least as good as they can on a Nintendo console. Why do I hear Mario Kart music? Finally, a brand new Mario Kart after 11 years. Before I say anything else, no, this game is not in any way worth $80. For the little bit I've played though, I'm liking it more than a deluxe, but it's not $80. No game is. But I think this is my new favorite Mario Kart. To be fair, I've missed out on what are said by the internet to be the best games, Wii and Double Dash, but any gameplay I see, Wii just looks washed out and like another Mario Kart, and Double Dash actually looks more fun than Wii, but it's still just racing. I know I made a lot of people mad with those two sentences, but I don't really care. Let's start with the presentation, because this game is gorgeous, and that's coming from someone who plays in handheld. The music and remixes are also gorgeous for the ears. The character options are just so wacky and absurd, I can't help but love them.
Well, how do you know my spirit animal is always a cow? Oh, I love the cow.
Also, they listen to us. The main characters have some costumes which look pretty sweet. The game also has a day and night cycle, which doesn't amount to much, but it is a nice aesthetic touch. What was mine and most other people's biggest concern for this game was the race intermissions. And yeah, Nintendo did a bad job at making them seem fun, but me personally, I think there's always enough chaos with the 23 other racers that it's nowhere near as boring as expected. The footage might not be convincing you, but I promise it's just one of those things you have to play for yourself. Battle mode definitely got shafted with only 2 modes, and one of them I don't even like. There's no specific battle mode courses, just enclosed parts of the open world, which kind of sucks. Then there's the open world mode, or free roam as is advertised. Not peak, but not bad. Outside of the P-Switch missions to complete and question mark panels to find, there's not much to do besides just explore, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a good little thing to just play while talking to friends, maybe listen to a video essay or something. Also, this is phenomenal for photo mode. I love photo mode, like look at these. And finally, the main selling point of this whole game is Knockout Tour. Basically Mario Kart's Battle Royale. And I've got to say, it's amazing. How it works is you start from one course and drive yourself to the next. The twist is, by the time you reach the next course, you've got to be above the bottom 4. It starts at 20 or better, then 16, then 12, then 8, then 4, and finally, first. It's a non-stop competition for the top spots. Anyone who knows me knows I can't explain my thoughts all too well, but trust me, it's a really fun mode. However, this game is far, far from perfect. Garbage character select. Seemingly endless amount of red shells. Rosalina only has 4 costumes. The only reward for question mark panels and P-switches are stickers. Golden mushrooms are absolutely broken. Weak battle mode. P-switch missions aren't listed on the map like P-switch panels are. No custom items for versus races. No 200cc. Oh, and Rosalina only has 4 costumes. Now that one's a genuine problem. You're telling me she only has 4, but Mario has 9? And there you have it. My quick thoughts and first impressions on the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. I expected this video to be much shorter, but as I was writing the script, I realized I had a lot more to say, and the next thing I know, I'm on my 3rd page of a Google Doc. Still have questions? Ask and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Like, subscribe, and all that other stuff YouTubers say that make me shiver, and have a good whatever time of day it is.